Hi. Yeah, like excited to be kicking this event off today. Just going to be waiting a couple of minutes so you get a few more people in. But I'm here with Kiel, who's also the co-founder of what's now called HaloFi. I was about to say good ghosting, but it's HaloFi now.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
tricky. I
yeah,
hope
it
we
is.
don't slip up too much.
If we do slip up, it's just because we're the brand is that new. Yeah, just bear with us. But we are very excited about this today, and it's also awesome to see like people calling in and joining this call from across the world. So we've got Justin from Canada. We've got Dr. Lux from Brazil. I'm based in London. Hill's in Portugal near Lisbon. And we've got the rest of the team pretty globally distributed. So nice to have a bit of a global event going on. But, how is everyone? Oh, hey, Sam. Good to see you there. Um, how's everyone doing today? It's been quite a busy week, I would say. Like we've certainly been super busy. Quite a busy week on the markets as well, but I won't talk about that. But lots going on. Um, yeah.
Yeah, HaloFi users not affected, so
Yes, that's the
that's
most
good.
important thing. More reasons to go bankless, really, I think. Um, yes, we do need some music. Like we should sort out some music for next time. I don't know, like what we would have gone for. Like what would be your preferred type of music to play? I think maybe a bit of disco house vibes for a Friday afternoon here in London. But I don't know if that would be everyone's choice. New name, let's fucking go. Yes, I agree. I agree. And bon dia as well, Clement. It's good to see you on the call also. So we're coming up to just about 5 minutes past. Uh, shall we dive in and kick off the presentation?
Yeah, sounds good. Let's get this started.
Awesome. Let's do that. Cool. All right.
Okay, there we go.
Awesome. Okay, so as you all probably know by now, Good Ghosting is now called HaloFi. We're super excited about this. It's been a huge amount of work that's gone into this because it's not just a name change. You're going to see we've got a whole like suite of awesome features that have also like shipped with this new website, new look, a whole new era for us, a whole new era in DeFi savings. But really excited to be running this event, and I'll just jump on to the next slide, Jacob. So as with this is just our disclaimer. None of this is financial advice. We're just here to talk about the technology of HaloFi. As ever, do your own research. And then, so just a little bit about the name. Like, why did we choose the name HaloFi? So we actually had the name Good Ghosting since almost 3 years ago when the idea came out of an East London hackathon. And I'll put my hands up. It was a joke that we thought was quite funny at 4 a.m. in the morning. And it was a fun name. It bore us a very cute ghost, and we had a lot of fun with it. But we figured as the project kind of matures and we get like a wider user base, it's good to have something that really encapsulates our vision and what we're trying to do. We've chosen HaloFi because Halo is pretty iconic, pretty synonymous with good habits and being your best self. So we've got good habits, and then we've got DeFi, which is of course also short for decentralized finance. So we've got good habits, DeFi equals HaloFi. So bringing those good habits to your DeFi and to the finance as well. We're going to talk a little bit about all of the new features that are shipping. But before we like kind of wave goodbye to good ghosting and the ghost, it's good to have a little recap on some of the phenomenal achievements that have been done so far. So we've helped our community save over 4 million US dollars worth of crypto. Of course, that's not just our achievement; that's also your achievement as the community. But it's really, really impressive. even more so when we realize that's come in the form of over 250,000 individual deposits with over 15,000 unique addresses completing at least one saving challenge. So it's not just people who've just like, maybe connected their wallet, not just people who've tried to do a challenge and not completed. That's 15,000 people who've successfully completed at least one challenge. We can take the next level would be there's over 6,000 people 6,000 addresses who've completed at least 3, and then over 2K who've completed at least 10. So these are our real saving heroes. And I know we've got some of them on the call and some of them in our community. Very impressive indeed. Now jump to the next slide. So good ghosting, it's been, typically in the top 150 most used apps on DApp Radar. Of course, on any given day that can change, but we've been in the top 20 for Polygon, top 50 for all DeFi apps across all chains. We've hit the #1 spot on Celo multiple times, and we're currently #5 in Coinbase's Web3 Earn category. So that's pretty much the Web3 DeFi category that they have there as well. Nansen AI listed our main smart contract as the hottest active DeFi contract on Polygon back in summer last year. Really awesome achievement. And finally, I really like this one because it just shows just how much the good ghosting community, now the HaloFi community, have been using the underlying protocols that we build on top of. So good ghosting, now HaloFi has been responsible for over 10% of all DAI token transfers on Aave v3 on Polygon. So that's a huge amount of saving and a huge amount of good financial habits happening on Aave via the good ghosting and HaloFi community. So jumping on over, we will be doing a Q&A today, but we're going to do it at the end. But having said that, if you've got any questions whilst we're talking, whilst we're going through all the new features that we have, stick them into the YouTube chat. That's the best place to do it. We're going to be able to pick them up nice and easily there, and we'll answer them at the end. You can also stick them in the Discord channel, but it's going to be a little bit easier for us to grab them straight out of YouTube. So that would be my first port of call if you want to add a question, and we'll make some time for that at the end of the presentation. We decided we needed to split the new features into 3 categories because we actually had so many new features coming out. We bundled a lot of change that we've been working on behind the scenes into this rebrand. So we split them into 3 categories that make HaloFi more playful, give more choice, and then also give more transparency. So with that, I'll jump on over to the playful category first. Playful, as you know, we've always been about gamification and making DeFi fun. And we've got 4 awesome features in this category that really build on top of that already. So I'll jump over to the first one, which is badges. These are a lot of fun. So as you hit certain key milestones in your saving, in your holding journey with HaloFi, you're going to earn badges. You can actually check these out by jumping on over to your dashboard page. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry about this. Apologies about that. I'll just jump back in. So you can actually check these out if you head on over to your dashboard, and you can see which badges you've collected so far. We've launched with just the beginning, just a subset of badges that we've launching with are badges for the number of challenges that you've completed. So we can see here on the far left, we've got a badge for somebody that you can win if you've completed at least 1 challenge. That goes up to well over 100 challenges. So there's multiple badges. The more challenges you complete, the more badges you're going to earn. Likewise for GG score, the higher your GG score, the more badges you'll get, and there'll be certain key milestones when you can grab those. We've also got our coveted event champion. So we've got one of these to give away on today's Very Cool. And this is actually a very hard and very rare badge to get hold of. I think we've had less than 10 ever given out, and you can't get them by using our smart contracts. You can't get them by saving regularly. You can only get it by winning the quiz in one of our events. So It's a very exclusive badge. And I think I put a tweet out this today saying it's the unicorn of badges. So stay tuned and you could be the next person to grab that. We've also got badges for the summer tournament. So if you've got gold, silver, or bronze, you're going to see a badge as well. If you've been a pool or challenge angel, you'll also see that you've got a badge. And keep your eye on this because this is, as I said at the beginning, this is the first sort of batch of badges that we're doing, but it's not going to be, this is not going to be it forever. You can actually see there'll probably be new badges starting to pop up as well. So using the platform, it's a great way to kind of grab those badges and level up. And on that note, we actually do have one more badge. I can't show you the badge yet because it is a mystery badge. It's not been put out into the wild, as it were. But our Lens mystery badge, we have a handle on Lens protocol. You can go and check that out on Lenster. And we have a campaign. If you complete a certain number of challenges, so like liking, mirroring, and following, then you can actually be in the running to get this badge. And it is a time-bound campaign. So I think you've got just 1 week, so up to the 16th to do that. And I think we've dropped the link to that post that contains the exact details of that in the chat. You can also scan this QR code and that will actually take you to the Lens post that details the full campaign as well. But yeah, follow us on Lens and you can grab the mystery Lens badge, which we will be releasing into the world in about 7 days or so. So on to the next slide. We have 2 new leaderboards for you. So we've had a leaderboard since 2021, actually goes back quite a while, but we've added 2 more. So we've got the 5 most recent games leaderboard. That is a dynamic board. So every time a new challenge closes and completes, it will be added to that leaderboard and an older one will be knocked out. So that's constantly going to be changing. So actually a great one to aim for if you want to reach the top. There's no reason why any of us here on this call can't actually reach the top of that because, you know, the games are happening in real time and it'll be updated as well. We also have our Celo V2 governance leaderboard as well. So those of you who've been in the project, those of you who've been following the project, sorry, this year, you'll know that we did a whole batch of saving pools, saving challenges to support refi projects on Celo.
Yeah, so exactly. So if you are on the leaderboard right now, or you're not on the all-time leaderboard yet, no worries. Like in these new leaderboards, it will be easier for you to get to the top position because we want to give everyone a fair shot of moving up on the HaloFi leaderboard rank. So don't feel discouraged if you see somebody here like who has won 66 games, which is a very nice commitment of them, but you will be able to potentially beat them, for example, in like the most recent leaderboard. So yeah, definitely try and keep up with the challenges for that.
Cool. And then we can jump on to the next feature, which is, and actually this is actually kind of my favorite. So we have avatars that level up. We have a blog post coming out about this next week. So you're going to get the full backstory, including the backstory about how these characters, which we're calling Halo heroes, how they came into the, you know, the world of DeFi saving, how they took over from the ghost and how they're going to help you save. But right now you can actually jump on over to your dashboard or to another player's dashboard and you can see their avatar. They come in different colors, different poses, but the most important thing is they have these halos and the halos change color the higher the GG score. So the ultimate highest, and we've not seen this yet, it's actually incredibly hard to achieve this, is a level 15, and that is a black and orange halo. That's not been seen yet, but we can see that, I think we've seen quite a number of the lower tier, like the lower tier colors. So I know we've seen some level 7s, I think some level 8s potentially, but as you save more, as your GG score gets higher, your avatar's halo is going to change color as well. So you can, yeah, check that out on the dashboard. You can also see players' halos in the players tab of the HaloFi challenges is available there as well. And I would just note, just in case some of you are trying to access the dashboard right now, we have had just this morning a slight tech problem just with one of our APIs. So if it is running a little bit slowly, just bear with us. We'll be updating you guys with that in our Discord, but our tech team is deep on this already.
I think it's already fixed, by the way. But yeah,
cool.
like there was an outage. So if you had trouble depositing, you can try again. If you still run into issues, like wait a few minutes and it should be up and running again.
Cool. Awesome. Well, that's great to know. So you can definitely go and check out your Halo hero in your dashboard then and see what color Halo you've achieved already. And then finally, jumping onto the final category in playfulness, and that is shareable profile pages. So previously, you could check out your own profile page in Good Ghosting, in the Good Ghosting dashboard, but we've actually made this open. So it means you can actually share it on Twitter, you can share it with your friends, your family, and actually be really proud of your savings achievement. I've seen like there's a lot of people who have actually made like, you know, phenomenal commitments, phenomenal levels of saving within HaloFi, and they actually have incredible profiles that have a huge amount of badges, a really high Halo avatar level, and yeah, it's super impressive. You can actually head over and tweet that out now. And what's nice, because I know everyone's sort of, it's nice to know that, you know, you're doing well, but it's also quite interesting to like have a little nosy around and see how the rest of our community is doing. You can actually check out other players' pages as well. And if you head over to dashboard, we've got 3 of our top community members profile pages that are suggested for you. So you can click on that and you can check it out. And you can also check out the profile pages of the players in the players tab within the dashboard page, within the challenge page itself. So if you're in I don't know, a weekly saving ETH challenge, you can see what other players are in here, like how many badges do they have, like what is their score. So you can have a little nosy around, make things a little bit interesting, and it also allows you to kind of share your own achievements with the, you know, the world and your friends and family as well.
Okay, cool. That brings us to the next section of choice, because we have updated HaloFi to give you a lot more choice compared to our previous Good Ghosting platform. So you'll have a lot more customizability on like how you want to save and how you want to build up your wealth using crypto, using HaloFi. So let's dive in. Let's go to the next slide. So one of the big remarks we had before, it was quite difficult to get the right tokens into your wallet. So we expanded on our capabilities there. We now have both fiat on-ramping through ramp network, which means you can easily convert whatever funds you have in your Google Pay, Apple Pay, bank account or credit card into the crypto tokens you need to participate in HaloFi. So you can use ramp to go into any asset we support on Polygon or on Celo, making it easy to get the funds in your wallet and be able to use them in HaloFi. And another cool feature is rather new. It's called swap and bridge functionality. This is powered by Squid. I think on the next slide, we have a screenshot of that as well. So yeah, on the left side, you can see we added this little widget where you can easily bridge funds from, for example, Polygon to Celo, but also from over 15 different blockchains. So wherever you have funds in a wallet and you want to bridge them to Polygon or Celo, you will be able to do so. It will also automatically swap into the right coin or token you need. So for example, here it shows going from 100 DAI on Polygon to just over 100 CUSD on Celo. So this is always giving you the best possible rate, very low fees, and you don't even have to leave the HaloFi website. So that's on our Get Crypto page, which you can find in the header. You can also buy and sell crypto there through Ramp Network. A cool thing that was added recently is a sell functionality. So you can sell whatever you have earned in HaloFi. Let's say you earn some DAI tokens, you want to convert them back into euro or dollars or whatever else currency you're using. You can easily do that. So you can even top up your credit card or debit card this way in case you need some funds available there. So yeah, we want to try to make it as easy as possible for you to join HaloFi or like top up your wallet in case your balance is running low. Next slide, please. Yes, another great addition is custom deposits. So now you can pick your exact deposit amount that you want to put into a savings challenge. So in other words, you're able to pick your savings goal. You don't have to join a pre-made challenge. So you can save $5 a week, 100, 1,000, or 5 cents. So it's up to you to choose which amount is good for you. You just pick this amount at the beginning of the challenge, and each of the next deposits will have to be the same amount. So if you want to save $100 a month in a weekly deposit pool, you would, for example, select $25 every week. So you will have 4 times $25 deposits to come to $100 at the end of the month. But yeah, you can choose whatever amount you're most comfortable with, and you can choose different amounts in different challenges. So no need to feel restricted there. Next up, we have the unique challenges section. So besides the more curated HaloFi ones, which are recurring, the unique challenges are, like the name suggests, a one-time thing. Many of those are community decided pools, meaning that they're proposed by the community, voted on by the community, and as well joined by the community. So for example, we have some listed here. Some of them are also in collaboration with some partners, like the Impact Quest one or the Polygon Quest one, where you can obtain a special NFT for completing those. So definitely check those out if you haven't. Typically, we only run these type of campaigns once, and it's the only chance for you to collect the associated NFTs. There's always a short description, either in the small card or on the pools or challenges page, where you can find more information. We'll also add the ability for everyone in the HaloFi community to propose their own challenges, but we'll talk more about that later. So this brings us to our next category, which is transparency, because we have been around for some time, but I think especially in the current market conditions or all the shenanigans that happened in the past few months, we really want to double down on this transparency. We really are a decentralized personal finance. We're not a centralized entity that holds your funds. No, we're really a platform, an open and transparent platform where you can deposit with peace of mind. So when we go to the next slide, you can see like our smart contracts are open source. They're also non-upgradable, so we're not even able to like upgrade them and potentially steal your funds. Like, you're always in control. The HaloFi team does not have the power to withdraw your funds in our own wallets. It always remains in your control. So it's non-custodial. And the great thing about building on open and public blockchain networks is that you can verify these balances on chain. So if you, for example, go into the pools or challenges pages, you click on the info button, you will see a link to the smart contracts. And we also have integrations with analytic platforms like DeFi Llama, or DeppRadar, or MakerDojo, or other ones where you can verify this information. For example, you will be able to see at any time, in any point in time, which tokens are in the HaloFi contracts and how much tokens you are entitled to. So we really want to do everything out in the open and public. With us, your funds won't get locked up beyond your own control. So next slide, please. Another nice thing we added in this category of transparency is a fairer reward calculation. We already included this in Good Ghosting V2, but we want to like reiterate, because I think it's a big improvement, because now the rewards that you gain, which include the yield that are earned in DeFi protocols, but also the extra sponsorship or incentive tokens that are added, these are now being distributed based on both the amount that you deposit, but also the time you've been in the challenge. So the earlier you will deposit into a savings or investment challenge, like the more of the rewards you are entitled to. So if you want to maximize your HaloFi rewards, you should try and deposit as early as possible into each round of a challenge. No worries if you like missed, or like you can also deposit quite late, you're not going to be penalized for it, but you will just earn a bit less. So if you want to like max out, you will have to deposit early, which is only fair because you've been contributing your funds for a longer time to the pool, and you will have more of the interest as being generated from those funds. So we really try to make it as fair as possible. Another big improvement with HaloFi will be the revamping of the GG score. So a small recap, this is a score that is keeping track of your on-chain savings activity. You get the score if you successfully complete a challenge. And up until now, it was calculated only based on the total deposit amount and the length of the challenge. We're changing that to take into account more parameters like the deposit frequency, which means that, for example, you will get a higher GG score for a daily deposit pool than, for example, a monthly one, or one that only requires a single deposit, just to show you our appreciation or to reflect the difficulty of that. We'll also take into account the total duration of the pool, total duration you have been depositing into the pool, and the dollar value of the deposit amount. So also for volatile assets, like the GG score will be more standardized, and we'll be able to really reflect this on-chain behavior in the GG score, which allows you to go higher in the leaderboard and also have some voting power in our governance. We're still fine-tuning the technical implementation of it, so it's not live yet, but it will be live soon. So I think with this, we covered like some of the main new features, and I'll let Rachel explain a bit about the launch promo.
Apologies, I was still on mute. So yeah, excitingly, we have a whole bunch of new saving challenges out there. You'll probably have seen that. We've got weekly saving challenges, we've got monthly saving challenges, and we've got hold saving challenges that go for 6 months. Check out the Cello ones, because we're very lucky to have some sponsorship from the Cello Foundation. So, you know, big thank you to the folks there. These are live now. You can check them out. The APY is looking very tasty, although I would say as the more people join, we do expect that to go down. But as Hugh mentioned, like now that we have the fairer reward system, like the earlier you join, the more you will be rewarded. But yeah, it's definitely something to check out, because these pools are quite nice ones to join in terms of the benefit for you as a user. Awesome. So then I guess we can jump on to the next slide, which I believe is the Q&A. So I can see there's one question that's come through. If you've got any other questions, like fire them away in the YouTube chat and we'll pick them up. But I can see that Clement has already asked us when token. Now, this is a question that we do get a lot. And I'll just say, we have, there is no plans for a token. It is more focused on building something that's going to be beneficial for you as a user. Apologies. So that you can like build good habits and be your best financial self. So there is no token launching within HaloFi.
We will have some token-like functionality, like for example, with governance, you can already participate in our like voting on proposals or directing where the incentives are going towards. So we do want to involve the community, but we're experimenting with a lot of different techniques for that. So yeah, I hope that clarifies it a bit. I see we also, yeah, maybe go ahead.
I think I was just going to say the exact same thing that you're about to say. There's a couple more questions that have come through about the GG score or the Halo score. So the GG score, we are going to keep the name the GG score, so we're not calling it Halo score. But the GG score will power the Halo color change. So based on the color change, you'll get a different, based on the GG score, you'll get a different colored Halo. But Kjell, I'll pass over to you to just talk a little bit about the V2.
Yeah, so the current score will remain the same. We're not going to recalculate the past score. So on that front, like all GG scores that have been earned so far will be honored. It's only the way we calculate the new scores will change a bit. And we had to do this especially because we now have this custom deposit amount. So people will be able to deposit different amounts. And we wanted to avoid the situation where one whale can deposit $100,000 and go to the top of the leaderboard immediately. So we added a bit more mathematics to the formula to dampen those effects. So yeah, we'll be implementing that relatively soon, but your current GG score will be kept. So I also see a question from Cedric, whether there's any sponsors for the weekly or monthly Polygon pools. So at the moment, those are not sponsored. The only yields or rewards you get are coming from Aave v3. So you will get some lending interest, but we don't have additional other type of tokens being added in on Polygon at the moment. So if you want those extra sponsorship, you can do the seller pools. But I think, Rachel, maybe that's something you want to bring up. We do have one pool in the pipeline where some rewards are coming, right?
Yes, so I can't give you the full details now, but I can tell you next week we are going to be announcing it. We have quite a fun pool coming that will be on Polygon that is going to have some sponsorship as well. So keep an eye out for that. And then also, if there's anyone, if anyone's involved in any projects that would like to do a sponsored pool, reach out to us. We're always open to doing partnerships on that. So yeah, we don't have anything at the moment, but there will be stuff coming.
Okay, I see another question here by Ginger Ale. Will the deposit target be set by users in the future, or will there still be a pool of fixed deposit targets? So yeah, we will keep some fixed deposit pools. For example, we have like the impact cards pool, which is a fixed deposit pool. I believe the pool next week will also be a fixed deposit one. So we will have both of them going at the same time, because sometimes it's just fun to level the playing field and make sure everybody needs to commit the same amount. And yeah, it's also a great way, I think, for new people to join, because it's a bit easier to understand what you have to do, I think.
Yeah, so basically we're putting these out and we're just seeing which type of pools are the most popular. So let us know, in Discord, or let us know just by joining the pools. I think that's always the strongest signal. Yeah, we're just seeing what kind of pools do people want. Do they want fixed pools? Do they want stable token pools? Do they want ETH or Celo or Matic pools? We have the ability to do a lot, but we're just gonna experiment with it a bit now. There's a question that's also come up, which is any pools on Arbitrum. So at the moment, we are still on Polygon and Celo. So there is no immediate plans, but again, let us know if you feel that is a chain that we should be on. We're always open to listening.
We are,
for that.
Looking at different options of new chains that are likely to be quite heavily used in the next 6 months or so. But yeah, it takes a while because we do need, for example, a viable DeFi ecosystem there to build on top of. I know Optimism and Arbitrum do have that. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled, because there are some more exciting things happening in the broader crypto space that I think will be very fitting for HaloFi, for example. So you'll hear more about that in the future as well.
Any more Warrior pools? This is what Aaron is asking. So I'm assuming Warrior, we're talking about the frequency of deposits. So yes, let us know. But also we will be launching our community V3 governance. So there's going to be the opportunity for anyone who wants to submit a proposal. And if it gets enough traction, if it gets enough votes, we'll actually deploy that as well. So really, as well as us deciding what pools to deploy, we're actually going to open it up so communities can create their own pools as well.
Yeah, exactly. So just for some context, the Warrior pool was one of our governance pools, which was suggested, I think, by Aaron, if I'm not mistaken. I must admit, I'm not exactly sure who submitted it, but it was a quite competitive one where you had to make a deposit every 30 hours. So, which meant for 30 hours for 30 days straight. So it had a lot of, I guess, waking up in the middle of the night. So it's really for those who are really hardcore committed to winning a challenge.
Very committed people.
Warriors. So
exactly.
Yeah, so if people are interested in that, having these competitive pools with a small prize pot at the end, we're also very much open to those type of situations. So yeah, I'm quite excited. Yeah, I'm not sure like if there's any more questions or not. Otherwise, we can move things over to our next item. I believe there will be a quiz that Jacob prepared. So
yes, and just to let you know, this is a quiz. There is stuff up for grabs. Of course, we've got our event champion badge, which we've already shown you. Very coveted, very hard to get hold of. But we also have 100 CUSD, so that's 100 of the Celo dollars available for the winner as well. So double win, you get some CUSD and you get a badge, and you even get a role in Discord as well. So something that's a pretty tasty prize. So on that note, shall we like jump over to the quiz?
Yeah, I think so. If there's any more questions, we can also answer them on Discord. So we have, for example, well, just a general chat, but also the game suggestion or tech support in case something falls under those categories. So feel free to post in there as well. I'll also post our Discord link here in the chat for those who are not in it yet.
Yeah, and we are just like cranking up the quiz. It's going to be ready shortly. Yeah, if you have any extra questions, we might have some time at the end, but we'll just make sure that we've got enough time to do this quiz. And in a moment, I am going to be posting a link for you to join. When you join this quiz, because we have some prizes to give away, we have the event champion badge, the role, and of course the CUSD. Please choose a name that we can get hold of you from. So I would say join the quiz, like use your Discord handle as your name. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that will be easiest. Just doing your Discord username, the full username, including the digits is even better. But if not, just your username, so we can get a hold of you and give you your role and prize.
Yes, yeah, because we'll need to get hold of you. So do that. If you don't have Discord, you could also put your Twitter handle, but just let us know in the chat as well how we can get hold of you. And the link has been shared, so you can actually just jump over. I'm going to jump over into it myself as well now. Choose your avatar. What will I go for? I know.
Oh, I got a zombie.
I'm changing it to the avatar that we've got. You'll notice if you're following us on Twitter that we're putting out the quite cute emoji emoji with a halo. So that I have chosen the HaloFi emoji. I've chosen for me today. Oh, the event champions are here, so there's going to be some competition. So I believe, is it pronounced Spider or Spiger? Spiger is the current reigning champion. So this is who we've got to beat if you want to get hold of that badge. So there. And like, yeah, just open up the AHA link on your own computer, on your own mobile. We can't stream it because there is a bit of a lag and it's going to get a bit weird. So just make sure you open it up on your own computer. Nice. I can see quite a few of the, well, I was going to say the Good Ghosting fam there, but of course it's the HaloFi fam. But it's getting busy. Island Radish has got some fighting talk here. The event title is for me today. So let's see. Will Island Radish grab that today?
We'll check if everybody's able to join and get started in just about a minute. So I hope everybody has brushed up their DeFi and crypto knowledge. Gonna be a fun one, I think.
Yeah, and as always, like the quicker that you answer the question, the more points you get. So don't hang around. Speed is of the essence here. We need to be quick.
Exactly. I think it's even best on the phone because there you only have to push one button. On the computer, you have to select your option and then click submit. So don't forget to do that if you're on a computer or laptop. Otherwise, your answer will not be taken into consideration. So selecting it and clicking submit. Because there's no redos here. It's go.
Yeah. And hopefully we won't get a hyper competitive Huel on the call today because I know that he's also been pretty quick with that. but we are not eligible. You'll see our names come up, but we can't be the event champion because we are the event host. So don't worry about our names. You can ignore our answers. We're just coming along for the ride. All right, so looks like we are starting. And
okay, loading.
So we've got our
I think
waiting
Jacob
for it to...
is setting it up. No worries. Oh, Jacob.
Okay, yeah, first question.
Wait. Yeah,
we do have a little bit. Okay, ready to play?
I think we're just going to the right question. Yeah, there we go. That's the start.
All right, let's go. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this one should be known by most people, I assume.
Cartoon wallet. It could be fun.
Yeah, so you notice there might be a slight delay in the way we're talking, what you see on the screen. So just keep an eye on the slides themselves. So there we go. Zen BND was the fastest now, beating Island Radish. So
was pretty close though. So I feel Island Radish has got a good chance.
There we go. The second question. So what does this term stand for? So it's stuff like Lido's product, as well as Rocket Pool and some other ones.
And for the geographers amongst us, it does not stand for longshore drift, which is what I used to have to teach when I was a geography teacher.
Is that something from plate tectonics, or?
It's when you're on the beach, the wave will come down. Oh, so who've we got? So Zen BND is like holding on. Island Radish still pretty close, and we've got Singu Hangus. Aaron is also pretty close as well. Come on, you're not doing bad.
Okay. Oh, this is a tricky question about DeFi summers. So I know we had some internal discussions about it before, which was the earliest one, but the people who were around at that time will probably know. It's like yield farming before there was yield farming.
You're not going to find a Wikipedia entry on this yet. It's still pretty cutting edge tech, even though it's 3 years ago now.
Oh, yeah, I see many people chose Aave, but it was synthetics. They had this staking mechanism, as well as like a pool on both Uniswap and on Curve, where you could earn the tokens.
We've got a new number one, which is top secret.
Top secret. Who could that be?
I don't know. But hopefully top secret. You can't be too secret if you do want to win the prize. But we'll roll on to the next question.
Crypto events. Yeah, there are many of those.
I am actually very much out of the loop of events because just been building, haven't been to a conference for quite a while now. So I will just go with the one. I don't think I'm getting this right.
Like many of you might wait. Yeah, like there's a slight delay, so I can spoil a little bit. So I think many might have chosen eDenver, which was just last week. So the correct answer is Scaling Ethereum, which is an online hackathon. And it seems like Top Secret is taking the lead. Followed closely by Aaron Sianghaus. Sorry for the pronunciation. Okay, there we go. Next one. So a big investor in Polygon. Who could it be? I think he also got rugged a few times in the past year on the Titan protocol, if I'm not mistaken, or Iron. Yeah, this one is pretty difficult, I think.
You got to be keeping up with the pretty
Oh,
like
there we
actually
go.
most people got that right actually. So that was pretty impressive.
Ooh,
So
we got a switch in the
oh,
leaderboard. Yeah.
Island Radish, your hopes are coming true, taking the number 1 spot. We've got Aaron in number 2. Top Secret, you are doing good as well. And we've got Spiger, the reigning champion, in spot 4. Come on, you're in spot 5. I think I still think you can do it. We've got 15 questions, so there's still, some way to go. There's a lot of catching
Yeah.
up, a lot of
There
changes that can
was
happen.
ones of these new technological developments. So Coinbase is developing or working on top of a blockchain. So what's the name of this? It's based on technology of optimism. And I believe it will offer very easy onboarding from people who already have a Coinbase account. So excited to see that go
Wow, that
live.
was a full house. Every single person got that right.
Nice.
Also, Island Radish holding on. What year was Celo
Okay.
founded?
I think it was during the ICO phase, like a lot of projects got funding, only a few survived, of which Celo was one.
Pretty good. Like, I think a lot of people are getting that right. Oh, so Thingu Hangus taking the number 1 spot there. Stolen from Island Radish. Spiger.
I think anything can still happen. We're at question 8 out of 15. Ooh, it's trading platform and rock band. Which one could it be?
Oh, this is actually quite a good question.
Yeah, I did have that song stuck in my head for like years while playing that game. Maybe I'm just too old. It's like one of the first video games I played for a long time.
90s classic there.
Oh, I see many people do get the right answer here. Blur has also been doing very nice on the NFT marketplace side. There we have it. So Aaron is still on top. Island Radish second. Clement is moving up the ranks. Okay. Who found the Polygon? Ah, yeah. So here I think you can do multiple choice. So make sure to select everyone you think is eligible. I'm curious how many people will get this one right. There we go.
Oh, that's a bit of a trick question, really, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what that did to the leaderboard.
Oh, come on. Number 2.
Ooh.
Aaron, number 1. Ah.
Okay, we have 6 questions remaining, I think, or oh no, 5. Okay. Ooh, this is difficult. So here you have to switch these in the right order.
I'm just a builder. I'm not a trader. I don't follow the
Yeah,
prices. I don't know.
especially those Doge, Cake, and SHIB tokens are outside of
Yeah.
my realm of knowledge. So
It's just making me hungry, Cake. Just making me hungry. I don't know. try.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I had that wrong. Let's see what it did to the leaderboards.
I also got that wrong.
Okay, I think Clement dropped. We have Blazing Guns who's creeping up, but will it be enough to take the #1 spot? That's the question. So how much did we help users save as good ghosting before we became HaloFi? So we used to have that number on the good ghosting website. So most people are also in the beginning of the presentation. So if you've been paying attention, you will know.
Yeah, and I think even the amount on the old Good Ghosting website was kind of slightly incorrect, because if you actually take the dollar amount at the dollar value at the time that people were putting it in, it was actually higher. So yeah, so we've got this. It was 4 million. So good to see that like the majority of people are getting that right. It's a huge amount of savings. So well done, everyone. Island Radish creeping back up. Singu Hangus still at #1. But there's still 4 more questions. So I feel a lot can change in the next few minutes.
Okay, this should be an easy one. Remember how many different colors we had in the presentation? It was quite hard to fit all the features into these 3 categories because there's just so much has been going on by the dev team in the back end. So yeah, really curious what everyone thinks. Also, if you have any suggestions about like the way things are displayed in the user interface, like definitely let us know on Discord and we can change those things around. We all want to make the website as good as possible for you. So if you have suggestions, feel free to drop them in the Discord.
Oh, look,
Okay.
I'm in the top 5.
Whoa,
But I'm not
Rachel.
really. You can
Yeah.
discount me. I'm not a real player. Top secret,
Okay.
getting back up to the top again, but we've got Singu Hangus and Island Radish in the top 2 positions there. So let's see how this goes.
A meme. That's for people who've been following Twitter. So also like a throwback to my childhood. I spent ages playing that game on Game Boy, I think. Back when we didn't have any tablets or mobile phones, like if you had to take a long drive in the car, perfect thing to keep you busy. I feel so old now.
Well, you
Oh
know,
man. Ooh, I think we're it's still 300 points for Island Radish to take the lead. So, question about sea creatures.
bridging.
Let's see. We're supposed to be quite intelligent, the correct answer. Okay, yeah, the correct answer was squid. Like we have the squid widgets integrated now.
Oh, Clement
So
has claimed the second spot
yeah,
here.
I think this will be difficult. I'm not sure if it's even technically possible still to beat Siang Hangus, but
Let's see. Let's see how it goes down. Yeah. Have you been looking at our new branding?
Yeah, and if you look closely, you will see we still have some ghosts hidden here and there in the user interface and like in the blog posts, etc. So the ghost is not all gone. And exactly like the answer was triangle, which most people got right.
There we go.
Okay.
Congratulations, Singu Hanga. So yes, definitely we will send you the CUSD, and I believe you actually already have the badge. So you won't be getting a second badge in the UI. I think it's just a one badge, I think. But we will be adding the role to your handle in Discord as well, so everyone can see that you're the current reigning event champion of the quiz.
We should give a badge if you're event champion 3 times.
Yeah, maybe we need to start adding that like, feature in.
Do a meet and greet with the HaloFi team or something, because this is it's great. Okay, nice.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're actually coming up to the time on the hour. But before we quickly like wrap up, if anyone has any questions or any comments, like please like just drop them into the YouTube channel and we can answer them. If not, we're obviously going to be available on Discord as we normally are and can answer those questions as well.
Yes, it was great being here with you guys. We will be posting a lot more about the new features on HaloFi on our blog post. We'll also have some more instruction guides. So if you don't know how to get started, you can already check those out. We'll be adding more. We'll be showcasing the different new features like the leaderboards, the new avatars that we have, as well as some of the bridging functionality. So yeah, really excited to have this go live and further expand upon it. And as always, we want to hear from you. So if there's anything you want to see on the website, any tokens we need to support, any chains or any cool new things you want to see, definitely let us know. And yeah, we'll take care of it. So for us, it's community first.
Yeah, just to second that, like it's kind of been a pretty much like a whistle-stop tour of the new features. Like there are a bunch of them, so do keep your eyes open for the blog posts. We've got some videos. We've got a whole kind of breakdown of those that will be coming out over the next week or so. Yeah, and let us know what you think, good or bad. Bad feedback is actually more useful to us, but of course, good feedback is also nice as well. But looking forward to seeing you guys in the saving challenges and at our next event. On that note, if you are on Twitter, we will be hosting a Twitter space on the 23rd of March. So we'll put some information out about that, but we're going to be talking about personal finance and DeFi, touching on some really interesting topics with some awesome speakers. So definitely join us for that if you want to be part of that conversation. We'll give the full details and the exact timing in Discord and on Twitter as well. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. It's been really great to spend this time with the community and looking forward to sharing more of the HaloFi brand with you over the next coming weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Take care, everyone, and see you soon.
Awesome. Thank you. Cheers.